I watched the Life of a Showgirl official release party film, so you don't have to. Here is a quick recap of how it went down and my thoughts on the album so far. I didn't really know what I was signing up for with the film, but essentially you get to see the new music video for The Fate of Ophelia. Taylor directed it, not a new thing for her, but you get a real insight into that process, which is so fun to see. And then the rest of the film is essentially an explanation from Taylor on each of the songs and the inspiration behind it, followed by a lyric video for each. The clean version of each, which may I add, was a little disappointing. The first thing I'll say is that I definitely like the album more as a whole after seeing the film. I've got to be honest, I enjoy the album, but I couldn't help but feel a little let down by what I thought was going to be a glitzy, Greatest Showman, Christina Aguilera type album. But this film helps explain that that was never really the intention. The album and the new music video essentially explores what it means to be a showgirl in multiple different eras and time periods, and it's more so about the girl at the end of the day who takes off that costume. I think when I heard that Max Martin was back on production, I expected more impactful production from the producer who brought us Britney Spears, One More Time, Kelly Clarkson Since You've Been Gone, Backstreet Boys, Ariana Grande. I think that's why Honey is my favorite track on this album. I love the drum track in that and the little trombone instrumentation. I really, really like the new music on this track. She also said that Honey was one of the first songs they made for the record and that one was what felt like they were entering a whole new territory to follow. She explained Honey was a portrayal of pet names essentially being weaponized against you by demeaning figures and how nice it is when someone walks into your life and repurposes those same words, which I thought was really cute. There are definitely some lyrical gems to pick out with this album, like the I Cry My Eyes Violet in Elizabeth Taylor. It's probably in my top 3 tracks, which she explained was about the fear and the nightmares that you won't be able to do this, to live in this insane public figure life forever. But I know there's also some real clunkers on the album too, like Did You Girl Boss Too Close to the Sun? And I am not a fan of the Charlie XCX diss track, actually romantic, even more so after the film. In my opinion, the way she explained it was very obvious that it was about Charlie, and it just came across immature. It felt like an unnecessary low blow to something that happened a year ago and wasn't even really a diss track, but more an airing insecurities track to begin with. She concluded the film by saying that this album was inspired by the highlight of her life and was born through the magic of the Eras tour. I think one thing's clear, Taylor is in love and she's moving into that next phase. She's actually just happy and you can hear it in her music. It's much more fun and playful and carefree than what we've had in the last few albums, and I think that's going to be an adjustment for a lot of people who are used to her previous Folklore, Evermore, TTPD eras. I personally have always been on the 1989 Reputation Speak Now side of the fence, so I'm actually not mad about Life of a Showgirl, to be honest, and I reckon it's going to be a grower for a lot of people, so stick with it.